Buenos tardes. This is Kaipacha with the weekly Paleo report for May 19th of 2015. I'm down here in Tepoztlan near Cuernavaca, Mexico, and this is a very beautiful place. I'm going to see if I can get you a shot of the temple that's in the background. I just climbed up 5,000 steps to get up here, so yeah, so this is Astrology for the Soul. It's a little bit of what's going on out there in the great cosmos, reflecting what's going on down here, and like I'm going to show you at the end of the report, I'm going to post a little, it's an hourglass going on. It's very exciting. This week particularly, not only on Thursday, the sun goes into Gemini, but then on Friday, it comes into an exact opposition with Saturn. 1 degree of Gemini to 1 degree of Sagittarius, Saturn over there in Sagittarius. And then, yeah, at the same time, on Thursday, Venus comes into an exact opposition with Pluto at 15 degrees of Cancer, to Pluto is up there still at 15 degrees of Capricorn. And these are then, of course, the sun over there is 45 degrees from Venus, and Saturn is 45 degrees from Pluto, and they are, Venus is 135 a sesquiquadrate, you know, away from Saturn, and the sun is a sesquiquadrate away from Pluto, and it makes this amazing hourglass, these two oppositions, yeah? Very significant, but let's just talk about the moon a little bit, yeah? Right now the moon is in Gemini. On Wednesday, she moves over into Cancer. On Friday, switches down and over into Leo for a wonderful weekend. Moon moving through Leo, yeah? This weekend is going to be awesome. Until on Monday, she moves and switches over into Virgo. There's the temple through the trees. I don't know, I'm going to see if I can find a better shot of that. So what's going on? It's kind of interesting, right? The sun is in Gemini. Mercury just went retrograde, you know, on Monday. It's down there in Gemini. Venus in Cancer. Moon moving through Gemini, Cancer, Leo. You know, everything is, all the personal planets, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, you know, are over here in the personal sector or part of the zodiac. Opposite Saturn and Pluto, up there in Sagittarius and Capricorn. I mean, which is your professional, objective, transpersonal, you know, out there world. So we have these oppositions going on, and that's what I want to talk about a little bit today. And I just want to give you one final shot of this beautiful, there is Tepoztlan down below, but there are some beautiful mountains around here. All right, so let me find a spot, talk at you, get into the astrology a little bit, yeah. Okay, well, I hope this works. This is a Paleo report with a little Mexican music drifting up the mountain from the city, way down below. The sound really carries around here. I hope that you can hear my voice along with the music, and just follow along a little bit, you know. So what's going on these days? Kind of interesting. Polarization. You know, we're infinite spiritual, multi-dimensional beings that come in to visit this planet Earth. And we come down from the spirit world, and our soul comes into an ego, and that ego lives in separation and learns and evolves through polarization. I am different than you. There's me and you, there's masculine and feminine, light and dark, and we take one side or the other. And in astrology, this is oppositions. Yeah? Yeah, and it's really about, let's look at these oppositions that are going on this week. You know, really powerful oppositions. And, you know, if we look back 6 months, it would be like back in December when Venus was conjunct Pluto, Sun was back conjunct Saturn, and now 6 months later, both of these guys are opposing. So it's kind of interesting. You can look at the seeds that were sown and what seeds were sown. And what is this dilemma or polarization about? Like I said, it has to do with the personal versus the professional. Yeah? You know, this Gemini, Cancer, these is the puer aeternus, the puella aeternus. I want to travel, I want to study, I want to learn. Variety is the spice of life. Let's go to another country, let's take another course, learn a different language, get a new partner, you know, fool around, goof around, enjoy, feel my feelings, go to the beat of my own drummer, change like the moon changes. The moon, you know, rules Cancer, Venus is in Cancer. And then we've got opposite that, yeah, Pluto in Capricorn, and the boss is not going to give me a vacation, you know, and the government wants all my tax money, so I don't have any money to go on any trips anywhere. And, you know, and then Saturn, you know, is over there in Sagittarius. That's religion, limiting belief systems, like, you know what, you don't deserve it, you don't have enough money, you know, you're being punished, or you should be ashamed of yourself for not being dependable and committed and doing your duty and managing all of your responsibilities. And it's just like, so, you know, we can be experiencing a little bit of this war internally. You know, we can internalize this and just go, well, you know, gosh, should I stay or should I go? Should I please myself and expand my inner world, or do what I'm told and follow the leader and, you know, follow the guru or the teachings or whatever and try to be what everybody else wants me to be? But more often than that, what we tend to do is we tend to jump on one side of an opposition and project the other side of that opposition onto somebody else. So in this case, I will be Gemini in Cancer. Okay, I will be youthful and fun and maybe a little irresponsible and changeable and mutable and flow and, have all this fun, good time. And then I'm going to experience, right, the police or the government or the banks or the parents or the employer or the corporations, or, you know, run into problems with authority. And when it comes to like Venus opposite Pluto, we may in some way project our authority onto our partner, our intimate partner, our sexual partner, our romantic, lover partner, and have them, you know, play Pluto for us, yeah? Like try to kill us, try to gut us, try to bring us down, you know? And so we can really get caught, you know? If we stay in this opposition, if we polarize ourselves, we either can tear ourselves apart during this time, or we can project and get into arguments and hassles. Gemini is brothers and sisters. Okay, Sagittarius is teachers. Capricorn is bosses. Cancer is mom and family. So, you know, we've got it's all represented here in this hourglass, you know. And we had last week Mars opposite Saturn, so that probably kicked the ball off. But the other thing that is good about an opposition is it's like a full moon. What happens at the full moon? Illumination. It's the fulfillment of the, you know, it's like the seed blossoming from that particular seed that was sown, like I said, back in December. And the blossom, the flower, the positive output of this is self-discovery. It's all about self-discovery. It's all about becoming more conscious of our unconscious. Cancer is our personal unconscious. This Venus opposite Pluto. Pluto is our root chakra, underworld energy. So, you know, this moon sweeping through Cancer and then up into Leo over the weekend, she's going to come out into the fire, onto the stage, conjoin with Jupiter, you know, Saturday and Sunday is like really going to be awesome. And then she moves into Virgo. But I would say this is a time of like going deep down in under and tapping into. Maybe it's some memories from childhood or past lives or, you know, grade school teachers. Who knows, man? But we tend to hold on to conditioning, to these childhood patterns. And astrology says that we're infinite souls that reincarnate and we chose our parents. So we chose our childhood conditioning and we chose our childhood experiences, for better or for worse, light or dark, pleasant or unpleasant, in order to become aware and learn. So we've all gone through, and it's time in some way, I would say, to graduate from the school of childhood. Like we've gone through childhood to learn certain things so that we can teach and heal and, you know, illuminate humanity and heal other people and be the wounded healers. Yeah? So we want to bridge this separation, and it's and the way out of polarization, the way out of battle and fighting and arguing is to move towards that opposition, towards the polarity point. Pluto polarity point is Cancer. Venus polarity point is Capricorn. We want to move, we want to bridge these oppositions. And some of the oppositions, let's look at the Saturn Sun, Sagittarius Gemini, is left brain, right brain. Intuition and imagination says one thing. Linear, logical, rational thinking says another. And so, like, you know, these can go back and forth. But what we want to do is we want to bridge. Yeah? We want to bridge the left and the right brain. Cancer's the baby. Capricorn is the elder. Yeah? So we've got, you know, this youthful, personal, individual, you know, tantrum. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to follow my feelings. And then we've got the Capricorn. I'm going to do my duty and do my responsibility and suppress and deny all of my feelings and emotions in order to show up and be a good person for my community. You know, there's a middle ground between these also. So bridging, yes? You know, this is a time of bridging oppositions, and instead of arguing, fighting, polarizing, it's just time to move towards that opposition, and that creates the third point, the Trinity. Yeah? So the two polarities ascend, yes, to a higher point of consciousness, and that's what it's all about. Yeah. So the mantra for this week, if I can make it up on the spot here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Boom. To bridge the separation, there is no application. I must use my imagination and develop intuition. Gemini, we've got retrograde Mercury, we've got the Sun, we've got Mars in Gemini. It's gadgets, iPhones, iPads. It's like, you know, engage that left brain and, you know, get into this right and wrong and logical and, you know, rational and, you know, argumentative and, you know, like really, you know, bust out all of the, you know, oh, this is right and you're wrong and I got this and I got that and I got the proof and I've got the information and I'm all like, it's in your head. There's a lot of energy going on now with stationary Mercury going retrograde, where the tendency can be to think too much and to keep our eye. It's like close your eyes, do some Kundalini yoga, do some meditation, stop the visual stimulation that kills the imagination and stimulates that thinking all the time, And get out of your head and into your feelings. You got the moon moving through Cancer, coming around to Venus in Cancer. Get into this place, yeah, of self-love, and feel those feelings, and feel that inner child, and feel those emotions, and those emotions lead you to spirit, to the intuition, to Gaia, to the mother. And that heals the separation. The Saturn in Sagittarius is going for natural law. So it's possible. It's possible to please ourselves and the other simultaneously. And part of our responsibility, Saturn, Pluto in Capricorn, you know, it's our responsibility to be in touch with ourselves, and to be honest with ourselves, and to be truthful with ourselves, so that we can fully give of ourselves. So take some time off. Take a break. Yeah? The tendency with Western civilization is to place far too much emphasis on external appearances, superficial, material signs of success, to the neglect of the inner feeling world where true love is found. Just to be a little profound. Mantra once more, I'll get out of here. Let's see what it is again. To bridge the separation, there is no application. Put down your frickin' phone. Get off of Facebook for a fucking minute. Jesus. Come on. Get out of the city, into the country, out to the mountains, into the nature. Feel your feelings. Feel the love. Where was I? To bridge the separation, there is no application. I must use my imagination and develop my intuition. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.